Good evening, everyone. Uh, I'm sure I'm audible to all of you. Prerna, Chitra,
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
good
sir.
evening. All right. Okay, so all of you, we did this topic in the previous session. We were talking about the valuation of goodwill, where we already understood how do we calculate goodwill by the average profit method. Then after that, we covered the weighted average method. And I have given you the question for your homework. I'm sure that you must have done those questions. I think I've given you question number 59, right? Or 50. Yeah, I think 59 I gave you for the homework, yes or no?
No, sir.
No. Did I give any homework to you?
Yes, sir. Question number 55,
Question
56,
number
57,
55.
58. Yeah.
5, 57.
57 and
Okay.
58.
All right. So were you able to finish all these questions?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any
Yes,
doubt in any of these?
No, sir. No doubt.
Okay. Other than Prerna, anyone have any doubt? Shifa, Zainab, anybody have any doubt?
no, sir.
No doubt. Okay. So we are moving to the next question. Let's do one more question based on the weighted average method. And I want you to try this question as well. Question number 59. Do this quickly so that we can move to the next topic. That will be super profit method. Let's start with question number 59. Let me read this question for you once. It says that Raman and Daman are partners sharing profit in the ratio of 60 to 40. That means 6 by 4, right? Or 3 by 2. And for this, for the last 4 years, they have been getting annual salary of 50,000 and 40,000 respectively. Annual accounts have shown the following net profit before charging partner's salary. Before charging partner salary. Year ended 31st of March 2017, 140, 1 lakh 1,000. For 2019, it is 1 lakh 30,000. Okay. And on 1st of April 2019, Zenu is admitted to the partnership for 1/4 share in the profit without any salary. Goodwill is to be valued at 4 years purchase of weighted average profit of last 3 years after partner salary. Okay, profit to be weighted as 1, 2, 3, the greatest weight being given to the last year's calculate the value of goodwill. Do you think you will be able to solve this question? All of you, Zainab, Shifa, and Prerna? Yeah, okay. So I'm giving you 10 minutes, solve this question within 10 minutes. Let me know the correct answer of it. All right. Everyone just start. And anyone having any problem understanding anything or solving this question, do let me know. Doing everyone? Anybody having any problem? Doing okay.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. You got the value of the
Yes.
goodwill. 1,28,000 is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everybody getting that answer? Zainab,
Yeah.
you're getting the answer? Zainab.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is the question based on the weighted average method of the valuation of goodwill. Now let's move to the next point. I think I'll have to solve this question for you, but anyways, let's first of all just a minute. Okay, we are skipping this question for now. We will cover this question later because this question is going to take a little more time. So I'm skipping this question right now. We'll cover this question later. Okay. Right now, let's move to the next method, which is called super profit method. All right. Now see, just like the weighted average method and the average profit method, we have a formula for the calculation of goodwill under the super profit method as well. And the and formula is very simple. It's simply we need to multiply number of your purchases this time with the super profit. Just like in previous two methods, we were multiplying the number of your purchase with the average profit under the average method. And in the weighted average method, we were multiplying it with the weighted average profit. Similarly, in case of the super profit method, we need to multiply the number of year purchase with the super profit. Now the question arises, sir, how do we determine super profit? What is super profit? So this is how super profit is actually determined. In order to calculate super profit, what do? We simply subtract the normal profit of the industry out of the average profit maintained by the firm. Average profit of the firm minus the normal profit of the industry, we will get the super profit. All right. In order to calculate super profit, what we will do, we will apply this formula: average profit minus normal profit. Average profit of the firm, normal profit of the industry. Now, question arises: sir, how do we determine the normal profit of the industry? Since average profit will be given in the question most of the time, you don't have to be worried about the average. Either it will be given in the question, or either there will be some information will be in the question in order to calculate the average profit. So you don't have to be worried about the average profit. But the question is, how do we actually determine the normal profit of industry? For this, we need to apply a different formula. This is the formula to determine the normal profit of industry. And according to this formula, in order to calculate normal profit, what do we need to do? We need to multiply the capital employed of the firm, capital employed by the firm, into rate of return prevailing in the market. So these two information will be there in the question. All we need to do, we need to multiply this, and by multiplying it, we will get the normal profit. We will put the value of the normal profit here, subtract it from the average profit. We will get the super profit. We will put the super profit in the formula, multiplying it with the number of year purchase. We will get the value of the goodwill. All right. So basically, in order to find out the goodwill, we need to start from here. We need to first of all determine the normal profit. Only then we will be able to calculate the super profit. And once the super profit is calculated, then only we will be able to determine the goodwill. So we will have to go backwards, starting with normal profit, going to super profit, then goodwill. Okay. So we'll do one small question based on the same method. But first of all, let's just write this down. Write down this formula. This is the main formula of the goodwill. But to calculate the super profit, we need to apply some other formulas as well. Please note this down. Note everything down on this slide.
Done, sir.
Done,
Done, sir.
everyone. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now let's move to the question. Question based on the super profit method is very, very easy. You will find the questions easy and you will be able to do those questions on your own. Let's start with question number 61. It says Rakesh and Ashok earned a profit of rupees 5,000. They employed capital of rupees 25,000. So this is the profit of the firm, which is directly given in the question itself. And the capital employed by the firm is 25,000. That is also given here. It is expected that the normal rate of return is 15%. This is the rate of return prevailing in the market on the amount of capital employed. We need to calculate the goodwill if goodwill is valued at 3 years purchase of the super profit. All right. So I hope the question is clear to all of you. Now, let me show you how we will solve this question. Valuation of goodwill. By super profit method. We will first of all apply the formula goodwill equals to super profit multiplied with the number of years purchased. Right. Then to determine the super profit, we will apply a different formula, which is average profit of the firm multiplied with the normal profit of the industry, right? And then we will multiply this with the number of years purchased. And to determine the normal profit, we need to do this. We need to multiply the capital employed with the rate of return, right? And then finally, we will multiply this with the number of years purchased. Got it, everyone? Till this point, everything is clear to all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, clear.
Clear. Now we will start putting the values. Average profit is already given in the question. As you can see, average profit is given as 5,000. We'll put this value here, 5,000. And to determine the normal profit, we need to multiply the capital employed of the firm. This is 25,000 with the rate of return, which is 15%. 25,000 into 15%. And then we will multiply this with the number of year purchase, which is also given there in the question, which is number of year purchase is 3. We'll multiply this with 3. Calculating it, 15,000 into 25%, it will be 3750. And then with multiplying, we will multiply this at 3 years. We will get this will be how much? 1250 into 3. So finally the answer will be 1250 into 3, which will be 3750. This is the value of the goodwill. 3750. Got it, everyone? Is this clear? Yes or no? Everyone, please confirm if it is clear or not. Everybody, is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All of you, please note this down.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. All right. So I'm giving you one more question based on the same concept. Question number 62. And just let me know the answer.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, tell me the answer, Zainab. Tell me
Sir,
the
I
answer. How
got
much did you get?
34,000.
Shifa, Shifa, tell me the answer. You getting the same answer? Prerna?
Yes, sir. 34,000.
Shifa, you got the same answer, 34,000 as well? Okay, so she's not responding.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, I
okay,
got
all
34.
right. Okay. Okay, moving on to the next question. Let's also solve this one. Question number 63. The partnership firm earned a net profit during the last 3 years. 17,000, 20,000, 23,000. These are the profit of the last 3 years of the firm. The capital investment in the firm throughout the above mentioned period has been rupees 80,000. So this is the capital employed, right? 80,000 is the capital employed. Having regard to the risk involved, 15% is considered to be a fair return on the capital. It means 15% is the rate of return in the market. Calculate the value of goodwill on the basis of 2 years purchase of average super profit earned during the above mentioned 3 years. Do it, everyone. Everybody will be able to solve this question. See, the only difference in this question is that this time average profit is not directly given in the question. Instead, question is providing us 3 years profit separately, and we need to total all these profit and find out the average profit of the last 3 years. That will be the average profit of the firm. And then you need to find out the normal profit of the industry. You need to subtract it from the average profit. This is how you will be able to get the super profit, and then simply multiply it with the number of year purchase. You will get the answer of goodwill. I hope you will be able to solve this question. Everyone, please tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm waiting for you to finish, and then we'll move to the next question. This will be the correct answer.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Tell me the answer, Prerna.
16,000.
Zainab,
Sir, I also got the 16,000.
Shifa, you got 16,000 as well.
Yes, sir. 16,000.
Great. 16,000 is the correct answer. Since everybody is getting 16,000, so I'm presuming that this is the right answer. Okay, moving on to the next one. It says on 1st of April 2019, an existing firm had asset of rupees 75,000, including cash of rupees 5,000. Its creditor amounted to 5,000 on that date. The firm had a reserve of rupees 10,000, while partners' capital account showed a balance of rupees 60,000. If the normal rate of return is 20%, and goodwill of the firm is valued at 24,000 at 4 years purchase of the super profit, find out the average profit of the firm. Now this question is different. In this question, we are not required to calculate the question is not asking us to calculate the value of the goodwill. Instead, question is asking us to for the calculation of the average profit, right? So in this case, as you can see, goodwill is already given in the question. Goodwill of the firm is already there in the question, 24,000. And a number of years purchase is 4. What is missing in the question? Average profit in the question is missing. And also capital employed is not directly given in the question. However, there are certain information regarding the asset and liability, creditor, reserve, cash. All these things are there in the question. However, capital employed is not given here. So let me show you how this question will be solved. Let's just write down the formula. Since this question gives you the goodwill based on the super profit method, so we will simply apply the formula of super profit method to solve this question. Solution to question number 64. First of all, write down the goodwill of the formula for the super profit method. Goodwill equals to super profit into number of years purchased. Okay. Goodwill of the firm is already there in the question. Goodwill is given as 24,000. So let's just put down the value of the goodwill here. And then to calculate the super profit, we already know that we will apply this formula, average profit of the firm minus the normal profit of industry. And then we will multiply it with the number of year purchase, which is also given in the question as 4 years. Right? Average profit, number of years given in the question. Number of years is 4 years. Okay. Now the question is, the thing is we need to determine the average profit. But the problem is we also don't have the normal profit given in the question. But to determine the normal profit, we know that we can apply this formula, average profit. To determine the normal profit, what is the formula? Formula is capital employed multiplied with the rate of return. Right. Now, if somehow we determine the capital employed, then because it is not given in the question, we will have to determine the value of the capital employed. So once we got the value of the capital employed, we will be able to determine the average profit. Average profit is only missing in the question. That is what we are required to calculate. But the question is, how do we determine capital employed in this question, since it is not given in the question? Huh? Anyone able to see the capital employed in the question? No. No capital employed given in the question. However, there are few information regarding the asset, cash, and other thing is given. So it says that the value on the 1st of April 2019 an existing firm had the asset of rupees 75,000, including cash. Creditor amounts to 5,000 on that date, reserve of rupees 10,000. So to calculate the value of the capital employed, there is one formula. There is one formula. Whenever capital employed is not given there in the question, we apply this formula. Formula is very simple. Formula says we need to subtract assets. We need to subtract all the liabilities from the asset. Let me show you. Capital employed equals to calculate the capital employed, we will apply this formula. Assets minus B liability. Total assets of the firm minus the liability of the firm. We will get the amount of capital employed. So in this question, what is the value of the asset? Asset is, see, it is written, it is given in the second line. Value of the asset is 75,000, right? Including cash. Cash is also an asset, but 75,000 already includes the amount of cash. So 75,000. Now we need to subtract the liabilities. As far as I can see, there is only one liability given there in the question, creditor. Creditor is the only liability. As far as I am able to see in the question, only creditor is the only liability. So to determine the value of the capital employed, what we will do is simply subtract 75,000 minus 5,000. That means the capital employed will be 70,000, right, everyone? Everybody, is this clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. Now we will take this value here into our main working area and write down 70,000 in place of the capital employed, and then we will multiply this with the rate of return, which is already given there in the question, 20%. Right? You can see there in the sixth line, 20%. We will multiply this with 20% and then 4 years. 24,000 minus the average profit, which is the thing that we need to calculate, minus the 70% into 20%. 20% of 70,000 is how much? 14,000, I guess, into 4 years.
Yes, sir. 14.
Right? And this is it, I guess. So 24,000, we will divide 24,000 by 4. Can we do this? 24,000 by 4 on the right side of the equation, we will be left with average profit and 14,000 only, right? And then I think we'll be able to determine the average profit. So this will be 6,000. 24,000 divided by 4 will be 6,000. Average profit minus 14,000. That means average profit will be how much? Tell me, anyone?
20,000.
Yes, 6,000 plus 14,000. Got it? Is it clear, all of you? Yes or no? Everybody,
Yes.
is it clear? Yes or no? Okay,
Yes.
please note this down quickly. Please note it.
Done, sir.
Done, everybody. Done, everyone.
Done, sir.
Okay. All right. So let's do one more question. Okay, let's discuss question number 65 as well. Average net profit expected in future by XYZ firm is 36,000 per year. This is the average profit of the firm. Average capital employed is 2 lakh. This is the capital employed by the firm. Normal rate of return is there, 10%. Remuneration of the partner is estimated to be 6,000 per annum. Calculate the value of the goodwill on the basis of 2 years purchase of super profit. Okay. Since the profit is given and there in the question information about the remuneration is also there, so we will presume that remuneration is not yet deducted out of the profit. So to find out the correct average profit, we will subtract the remuneration of the partner. So the correct average profit of the firm will be 30,000 only after subtracting the remuneration of 6,000. Right? Average profit will be 36,000 minus 6,000 for remuneration. Average profit will be 30,000 only. And normal profit is there in the question. Capital employed is given, rate of interest is given. I think you will be able to calculate the goodwill for this question, yes or no? Guys, will you be able to solve the question? Shall I give this question as a homework and move to the next topic? Please confirm if yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question number 65 is your homework. Kindly take the screenshot of this question quickly. Done with the screenshot, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm moving on to the next method of the calculation of the goodwill, which is the last method known as the capitalization method. Now, as we discussed this earlier as well, that capitalization method is broadly classified into two parts: capitalization by the average profit method and the capitalization by the super profit method. All right, so when we need to calculate the goodwill by the capitalization by average profit method, we will apply this formula. Since I've already told you that this entire topic is formula based. So to calculate goodwill by any method, you need to understand the formula. You need to remember the formula. You need to learn the formula. Unless and until you remember and learn the formula, you won't be able to calculate the goodwill. So this method is also a formula-based method, which says that if you want to find out the goodwill by the capitalization of average profit, then you need to apply this method. You apply this formula. Goodwill equals to value of the firm minus the capital employed. Now we already learned how to find out the capital employed, right? You just need to multiply you just need to subtract the liability out of the asset, you will get the capital employed. But what is value of firm here? How do we determine value of firm? So to determine the value of firm, we have to apply this formula. Value of firm will be determined by dividing the average profit by rate of return into 100. Average profit divided by ROR into 100. This is how we will be calculating value of firm. Once value of firm is calculated, we will put the value here. Subtracting capital employed, we will get the value of the goodwill by the capitalization of average. This is what we call capitalization of average profit method. All right, everyone, this is the formula for finding out the goodwill by the capitalization of average profit method. Then we have one more method, which is called the super profit method, capitalization by super profit method. In this case, all you need to do, divide the super profit with the rate of return. Done. You will get the value of the goodwill. And you already know how to calculate super profit, right? Calculate super profit, all you need to do, subtract normal profit out of average profit. And you also know how to calculate the normal profit. You already learned this. You already know how to calculate capital employed. Okay, everyone, is this clear to all of you? This formula, this entire slide is clear? Say yes or no. Am I audible to all of you or not?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Shifa, it's clear. Okay, so kindly note this down. We won't be doing any question based on this topic in today's session. We'll cover question or based on the capitalization method only in the next class. But I just want you to note this down, and only then I'll be ending this session. Quickly note this down, both of you, Shifa and Prerna, and let me know whenever you are done.
Done, sir.
Done, Shifa? Done? Yes, okay.
So one second.
All right, so this is it for today's class, grade 9 Shifa. We'll discuss questions based on capitalization method in the next class. This topic is not going to take a lot of time since we won't be discussing many questions based on this method. We will be discussing 2-3 questions only, and then probably in the next class we will only also be starting a new topic. We need to discuss only 2 questions based on the capitalization method, 66 and 67, and we will start reconstitution of the form in the next class. Okay, everyone. Uh, all right, both of you.
Yes.
Okay, so make sure you attend the next
Yes.
class because we will be starting a new topic in the next class. This is it for today's session. Thank you so much, grade 9.